So today I'm going to do some stitch shibori. This piece has been worked on for quite some time. I'm going to just finish it and gather it and show you how to do it. So as you can see, it has all these lines of stitching going across, and I'm going to just finish the last couple rows here before I gather them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some thread, and I want to get just a little bit more than the width of this. This is a scarf, it's a jersey scarf. It's an infinity scarf, so it's cut in half. I mean, it's folded in half, and I'm stitching the two layers together. So I'm going to double thread my needle, and I'm going to make a knot in the thread, and I want it to be a pretty big knot, so I'm just going to make it nice and chunky. So then I'm going to just baste a line of stitching about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch for each stitch. I'm gonna just go slow and follow the line that I have done above it. So if you're starting out, just follow the line of whatever it is you're stitching. All right, so I did the whole row. What I'm gonna do is cut this and leave a little tail. It doesn't have to be super long, but just a couple inches so that I have something to tie it with. Then I'm going to do another one. Okay, so now all of this has been sewn, and the next step is to gather. Okay, so now I'm going to gather these pieces, and I have a little strategy I like to use where I'm going to tie together the strings into pairs, so that way they have more security. So these have been tied on this side, so I'm going to pull these two here, and I'm gonna just pull them gently so I don't break them. So I have gathered all of these rows here and I'm closing in. I have a few more to do. So I'm going to just pull them like that, 2 at a time. So I'm gonna just do the rest of them. I'm gonna pull them. And they've been tied on this end together, the 2 ends. These 2 need to be tied still, so I'll tie the big knots together and then I will gather them. So I'm going to pull. I like to do 2 at a time because it kind of gives the other one a little support. So that's 4 there. 2. And then the last one. You want to pull them tight, but you don't want to break them. So let's see, I have an odd number, which is fine. I'm just going to tie them together again at the end, the other end, and trim. Okay, and this is the one I have one odd one left. So what I'll do is I'll just tie it in. I've tied these last 2 up here and then I have one odd one, so I'm just going to take the tails from the pair that I just tied off and just work that in. So it's okay if it's not a totally even number. And I'll trim them. So there it is, it's ready to go. And the next step is to dip it. So now it's time to dip our sewn shibori. And I have some indigo here that I've mixed up and I have taken most of the bubbles off of it. So it's ready to dip. So I'm going to just really quickly dip this one. I'm going to fold it into thirds so it's about the size of the bucket, and then I'm just going to dip it quickly and just squeeze it. All right, I'm gonna, so you see how there's quite a lot of white in there. I think that's good. This part didn't get enough, so I'm going to dip it one more time quickly, and I'm gonna let it kind of run. I'm gonna squeeze it out into the bucket. Let's check it again. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. I'm wondering if I want to dip. This is all up to you, if you want it really white or if you want it really blue. Maybe I'll dip this part again. And I'll let the dye dip run down. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I've decided that I'm really liking the way this looks. You can see here, you can see quite a lot of white peeking through, and I don't want to dip it anymore because I don't want it to get too much more blue.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna squeeze it so that if there's any loose indigo, I can squeeze it further in to the folds.
So here it is, it's resting. I'm really excited to open it, but I'm gonna have to wait till it dries. And you can see there's quite a lot of white peeking through. So I think this one's gonna be very striking. So I'm gonna let it completely dry and then I'm gonna take it apart. So today we're going to finally do the reveal of this stitched shibori. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. You can kind of see inside the white and the blue. I think it's gonna have a really pretty pattern. So I'm gonna just rip it apart and we're gonna be able to see how it turned out. All right, so this thread is not that strong, so we can just rip it apart. So I'm just going to sort of rip it carefully, but still pretty firm. I think it's looking amazing. This is so pretty. Let's see. Wow. Oh my gosh, this turned out better than I thought it would. That is gonna be so beautiful. This is an infinity scarf. Okay, so we have to pull apart some of these threads still. I'm gonna take the time to pick these all apart before I wash it. But here, let me show you up close what it looks like. I mean, how beautiful is that? All the way through, and there's different variations, which is what makes it so pretty. So this is an infinity scarf. So once I get all these threads out, here, aha, you can see that it is. This is jersey. So I got this on dharmatrading.com. They have these jersey infinity scarves, and oh my gosh, look at how pretty. Still have to get out all of these threads, but this pleating is gonna go away once you wash it, but it is just stunning. I am so pleased with these results. It took a long time, but it was completely worth it. So you can see the stitch marks there. Very nice. So I've washed and dried the stitched shibori scarf, and I put it on, and I just really think it's so beautiful. It's so cute. It's the perfect lightweight scarf for the summer or for the fall or spring, and I think it just turned out really nice. Thanks for watching.